Hi everyone, how are you? It's Leah Koss with the Mortgage Center, and I want to talk to you about banks and non-banks and what the difference is, why I might put you with one as opposed to the other. Well, banks is really simple to explain because you see them every day. You probably bank with them every single week. They're the royal banks, the TDs, the Scotias, the HSBCs of the world. They're the places that you see the advertisements on TV for. You see them on every street corner, and you've grown to love and trust them. They offer you RSPs, insurance, checking, savings, as well as mortgages. So mortgages is not their sole business. How that compares to a non-bank is simply that non-banks are not banks. You can't get a checking account, you can't get a savings account, you can't buy insurance, you can't buy RSPs, or anything of that nature. Now, why is that a benefit? Well, because it's obviously saving them costs. They don't have to pay for leases, they don't have to pay for employees, they don't have to pay for advertising, because in actual fact, they're not trying to get your business, they're trying to get my business as a broker. When it comes to non-banks, you cannot call them up and try and get a mortgage. They will actually refer you to a broker who will then talk to us. Why do they do that? Is it because they're being dicks? No, they're not. Why they're doing that is because it's, again, saving them time. It would cost a lot more money for them to deal with everyone in the general public than it is to just deal with handfuls of brokers. So it takes a lot of time for us brokers to get all your paperwork, to go through the process, to explain the liabilities, to explain your fees, to explain just the general process. That takes a lot of hours of our time. So what they're saying is basically, we don't want to spend that time. We're going to let you do the hard work, pile it up, package it all nice and neat, and pass it on to us. Now they've saved the maximum amount of time, and they're able to offer really great rates as well as really great products. As well, when it comes to banks, they tend to really like good A-plus clients, meaning good credit, good income, and things that can all be proven on paper and documented. When it comes to non-banks, they're kind of smart because they understand there are definitely A and A-plus non-bank lenders. Well, they'll only lend to people with 680 beacon scores and with income that can, be documented and everything like that. But there's also lenders who do the B's and C clients, the people who don't have the best credit, because they understand that there's a market for that. We can basically pick and choose from all these B's and C's and let all these other lenders have the A's. So obviously that's a nice benefit. The other nice benefit by going with a non-bank is simply that once you get your mortgage, they're not calling you to try and sell you insurance or trying to sell you RSPs or a checking account or anything like that. They're not even asking you to set up a bank account, which very often you have to do that if you go with a bank or a credit union. So that is a nice benefit. Now, with that being said, I use Scotiabank a lot. I use HSBC. I use banks as well. It is my fiduciary duty to not only find you the best rate, but to find you the best product that's offered based on your specific situation, whether that be that you're self-employed or that be that you're a new immigrant or whatever the case may be. So I use both. But I really felt it important to explain what these non-banks are because people get worried when they go, I've never heard of this person before and they're giving me money. Who's Macquarie? Who's First Line or First National? These are all non-banks and we use them a lot. And there's definitely reasons why, and it's all for your benefit. But that being said, we're still using banks. But that's not to say that you'll get the same rate that we will with a bank. Okay, so hopefully that helps to clarify things. If you have any questions about the current lender that you're with or with a non-bank and maybe you're wanting to see what the difference is because you're currently with a bank and you want to switch, give me a call. I can help explain their products to you, see if it's a better situation for you to move or to stay or whatever the case may be. One side note that I'll note is that if you're refinancing, it is 100% more important for you to get the lenders competing for your rate on refinance than it is when you first purchase the home. If you aren't going to a broker upon refinance, you are definitely getting, excuse my language, but you're getting screwed. They will never offer you their best rate, and there's only 2 lenders out there that I would ever trust them to refinance you in that they would give you their best rate. Everyone else will never give you their best rate. They'll tell you it's a discounted rate, which it is, but it's discounted from a posted rate, not discounted as their best rate, okay? That's a side note that's very important. But if you have any questions, go to my website, mortgagesinvancouver.com. Give me a call, 604-313-9996. I'm here to help 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Email, text, whatever works for you. All right, so happy hunting for your lender, and guess I'll talk to you soon.